All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how not Tesla, how plug-in hybrid owners don't plug in and why this might actually be. Like, this is a study that was done recently that tracked some fuel economy measurements and all that stuff. And surprise alert, plug-in hybrid owners don't plug in. And I guess I could kind of see why this doesn't make sense, why people might be lazy to do this, but we'll jump into it. And then it got me thinking, like, what plug-in hybrids are there actually? Because there was that big tax credit that just came out that the IRS just, also came out with, and all those plug-in hybrids seem to have won. I'm talking like the Jeep 4xe, the whatever Compass, all these vehicles that I don't even know or follow seem to be getting this $7,500 tax credit, but Tesla and other EVs are not. So we'll jump into it. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. Thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We make 2 to 3 videos a day now at this point regarding Tesla content, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can actually schedule a call with me to ask me any questions, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. This was the article that was posted by Inside EVs, and quote, many people are not plugging in their plug-in hybrid electric vehicles or plug-in hybrids, according to study. Quote, if you don't plug in your PHEV, you're not only losing money, but also emitting harmful exhaust fumes into the environment. And so this is a pretty interesting study. If you don't know what a plug-in hybrid is, it's basically a hybrid vehicle that does better with gas efficiency and all that stuff, but it has a small battery relative to other electric vehicles out there that can give you 20, 30, maybe even 40 miles of range on all electricity. And to plug that in, it can take anywhere from 3 to 4 hours just to get 30 to 40 miles. So I can see why, people wouldn't plug in their vehicles. Maybe it's not the best, time to whatever ratio. And also, like, installing a charger into your house can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. And spending that kind of money to really just gain 40 miles daily or whatever, I can see why that would not make any sort of sense. And so this study, this interesting how they kind of got to this conclusion. That basically what they did was they took a look at self-reported fuel economy, and it looks like people just reported less fuel economy than these vehicles should be getting with the plug-in hybrid and all that stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how that, could be derived from that, 100%, but I kind of get where they're trying to allude to a little bit. But I mean, these people that might be putting in these fuel economy numbers might be actually trying to gauge what the actual hybrid hybrid engine is actually doing. But I've driven a hybrid. I used to have a NX plug-in hybrid myself, and so you can't actually do the calculation unless you like back out the battery from it. So I see exactly what they're talking about here. But this got me thinking, like, what other plug-in hybrids are out there? And there's actually a lot. I didn't realize there's this many in the market. This is an article from EV Adoption, so shout out to them for putting this list together. This article is from September 4th, and quote, there's 34 plug-in electric hybrid vehicles available in the US. Volvo offers 5, BMW 4, Audi, Hyundai, Kia, Land Rover, Lincoln, Porsche, Toyota, 2, etc., etc. But this list is pretty extensive. It's actually, like, I didn't realize there's this many actually out there. All I know was there's, a couple from Toyota, Lexus has one as well, and yeah, I mean, there's BMW. I always knew had a couple, like the 3 Series and the X5. Even Porsche has one. But the funny thing is, like, the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe, I think this is probably the most funniest because it has that battery range, and it has, electric battery that can go, I think, like 30 miles, but the gas engine on it is terrible. Like, I actually looked at one because I, for a half second thought I might want to get one because of the tax credit, but the gas engine, when you deplete the battery, can only do like 20 miles per gallon. So What's really cool here is you can actually sort by the EPA range here, and the SF90, I guess. Ferrari also has one too. I guess learned something new today, but you can see which ones have the most. And the RAV4 Prime, 42 miles of range. That's actually not too bad at all. You can see some of the other list of vehicles down here that also have an electric battery, but you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like if you're gonna buy this type of vehicle, you're most likely buying it for that small range. And if you don't have a commute that's 10 miles one way, then it might not make sense, because you're going to be plugging in this battery, or you're going to be paying for charging, a home charger and all that stuff. And really, you're not really saving any sort of money at all, because your electric bill goes up too, especially if you're using in like the 110 outlet versus like a dedicated 220 outlet or something like that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. This kind of sucks because the IRS came out and basically qualified a lot of plug-in hybrids for the $7,500 tax credit, but the Teslas and the Ford Mach-E and the Cadillac Lyriq, all EVs don't qualify. And so this is a petition from Farziness. He put this together. Farzad Masbani, he's been very vocal about fighting the IRS and the Fix the Inflation Reduction Act tax credit. So definitely check it out. He actually put a grid and graph here where these vehicles, all these vehicles that get, abysmal EV range in comparison to actual electric vehicles, all qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. And the Tesla Model Y, the Ford Mach-E, the Ford Mach-E, and the Cadillac Lyriq do not actually qualify for the tax credit. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on this, if you agree or not. But let's jump in some comments and some questions. Let's see. Moabi, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. I agree. Must have abysmal charging speeds coupled with the price of installing a dedicated charger. Basically leads to people not plugging in. Yeah, it's not worth it at the end of the day. They probably just bought it because it's the same price. Well, hopefully it wasn't marked up too much, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't make any sort of sense. Additionally, if they're not plugged in, the people aren't penalized because they still have infinite range due to RICE. Yeah, they're not like locked into a battery range. There's no range anxiety. They can just fill up more gas, and it's still a hybrid at the end of the day. So like the NX plug-in hybrid that I used to have still did pretty good gas mileage when the battery ran out. Still did 36 miles per gallon. It was an SUV. So like you're not really penalized for not using electric range. Electricity was just kind of a bonus where you just didn't have to go to the gas station. And it was kind of like a game for me when I had it. I was like trying to just drive on electricity only, but you would just completely, deplete very, very fast at the end of the day. Alexis, welcome back. Hey, I'm 100% now. No more gas or dirty gas stations. 100% EV. Yeah, but didn't you have an ID4 before, or what did you get? Let's hear it. What did you finally decide on? Because we're still stalling with this Tesla pricing and all that stuff. Like the used market's going down. I have been meaning to make an updated video on the Tesla used market, just see what all the different models are and like what's the cheapest we can find per each model line. But it seems like I haven't taken a look at it at all. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.